Good morning, children. This is the chapter Fluid Mechanics in NCERT. It is as mechanical properties of fluid. Fluid means liquid or gas. Mechanical property means force applied. Means force applied on fluid molecules. Force applied on fluid molecules. Suppose that in a container, if you take one glass of water, then there are water molecules. Each water molecule apply force to other molecule, so pressure will be applied because each molecule has some surface area. So, mechanical properties of fluid means it is the branch of physics in which we study about the properties of fluid as well as forces acting among them, or we apply external force. So, see this thing. Introduction. Mechanical properties of fluid. It is the branch of physics. It is the branch of physics in which we study about the nature of fluid, liquid or gas. Nature of fluid, liquid or gas, along with forces acting among them. This is the main portion of this chapter, mechanical properties of matter. Means we are observing some forces are acting among the molecules. When we take a glass of water, example, glass of water, there are water molecules. Each molecule is applying a force in different direction. Each molecule is applying a force in different directions to other molecules. So, pressure will act because we are knowing that pressure equal to force by area. But question raises here, in which direction pressure will act? So, for knowing this one, we will discuss about the pressure. Suppose that this is a liquid container. On this molecule, force is acting. We are not knowing force is acting along horizontal or vertical or at which direction. So we are taking force is acting along this direction. This is the horizontal direction. So angle will form theta. We have taken here force in any arbitrary direction, that is making theta angle with the horizontal. Now when we resolve the force into two directions, one direction will be along the f cos theta and other will be f sin theta. If we think about this component f cos theta, then there is no flow along the horizontal direction because liquid is at static position. So we can say that there is no flow. There is no flow along horizontal direction. Horizontal direction. So f cos theta is equal to, so f cos theta is equal to 0, which implies cos theta is equal to 0 by f 0. So theta is 90. Theta is 90. It proves that this force acting perpendicular on other molecules means one molecule applies force to other molecule on the surface perpendicularly. So conclusion is one molecule of liquid or fluid applies force on the surface of other molecule perpendicularly or normally. So we define pressure equal to normal force means perpendicular force, normal force divided by area. This force will be normal always. Here we have to conclude, here is force is a vector quantity, area is a scalar quantity. When we divide vector divided by a scalar, we get the vector quantity. But here pressure is not vector because it applies force in different directions, no particular direction. So there is an important thing, pressure is a scalar quantity. Pressure is a scalar quantity. Its unit will be force, that will be Newton. Area meter square, Newton per meter square. It is also called Pascal. So we can say that 1 Pascal equal to 1 Newton by 1 meter square. This is also denoted as PA, Pascal. I think clear. Now come to the next topic, because from these portions definition will be asked and your concept should be clear that force acting on other molecule will be always perpendicular. After that, next topic, pressure acting in liquid column. Liquid column. Pressure acting in liquid column. Suppose that there is a container. It is a container. This container has liquid. This container has liquid. We are supposing a section of liquid means a cylindrical shaped liquid inside the liquid. A cylindrical shaped liquid inside the store of water, store of liquid. That is the cylindrical shape. We want to find how much pressure acting on this liquid column. How much pressure acting on liquid column. Here is pressure acting in liquid column. So we want to find how much pressure difference will be applied on this liquid column, because pressure will act due to liquid in upper position also and lower position also. So here pressure will apply. This is the pressure P1. Here pressure will be applied. This will be equal to P2. Area. This is the area of cross section, means area of this end. A. Area of cross section. We are writing here, imagine or consider a liquid column inside the fluid, inside the liquid. Now, there will be certain weight of this liquid, so this weight is acting downward, mg. This point why? Because this is the center of mass. There will be center of mass of liquid. Weight is acting downward. Now this column is static. This column is in equilibrium. So we are writing here, since liquid column is in equilibrium. So net force acting on the liquid column will be 0. We are taking all forces downward because weight is acting downward. So this pressure P1 is equal to F1 into A. This P2 will be equal to F2 into A, because pressure equal to force by area. F1 by A, this will be equal to F2 by A. Now net force we are taking on the upper surface. Net force will be equal to F1 downward plus F2 upward, it is upward, So write it B downward minus F2 plus mg. The sum of all the three forces acting on the liquid column is equal to 0, which implies F1 that is equal to P1 into A, F2 that is P2 into A plus mg, mass, density into volume, density of liquid, volume, area into length, that will be volume into G equal to 0. We can write here P1 minus P2 multiplied by A, that is equal to minus rho into volume into G. We can write here minus will be common, P2 minus P1 into A is equal to minus rho volume. It can be written as area into length. Area of cross section is A, and we have to suppose the length of liquid column, that is equal to H. This is the length of liquid column. So this will be equal to H into area of cross section, that is A, into G. So we can write here A will be cancelled, negative will be cancelled, and this will be equal to P2 minus P1 is equal to rho Hg, or we can say that P2 minus P1 equal to H rho G. H rho G. This P2 minus P1 is called pressure difference, or it is also called gauge pressure. It is also called gauge pressure. P2 minus P1, gauge pressure. P2 minus P1, here pressure will be high, here pressure will be low. So P2 minus P1 equal to gauge. It is also called gauge pressure, or it is also called pressure difference between two positions. It depends on height of liquid column, density of liquid, and G, acceleration due to gravity. I think clear. Now, on the basis of this, we can do several numerical problems.